Hi everybody, I wanted to do a quick video because apparently Scott Cawthon knocked out a bunch of things during the weekend, and now the bar is at 34%, at least as I checked on this video. So, let's get started. First off, we have Happy Frog. She climbs around in the overhead duct system, making her way towards the hoses that drop in your office. Use the heater to repel her or the audio lure to hold her in place. She is fooled 100% of the time by the audio lure. So in the office, we have those two W.H.O.O.P tubes that show up. And you have the option of either heating it up and making it too hot to handle, or going the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 and just doing an audio lure, which will probably be BB's laugh or something. Okay, next we have Mr. Hippo. He climbs around the overhead duct system, making his way towards the hoses that drop into your office. Use the heater to repel him or the audio rule to hold him in place. He is fooled 100% of the time by the audio rule. He is slightly faster than Happy Frog. Okay, so he's slightly faster, which means we gotta react quicker. And same thing. You either heat up the vents or use an audio lure. Alright, now we have Pig Patch. He climbs around the overhead duct system, making his way towards the hoses that drop into your office. Use the heater to repel him or the audio lure to hold him in place. He is fooled 100% of the time by the audio lure. He is slightly faster than Mr. Hippo. So, between Happy Frog, Mr. Hippo, and Pig Patch, you have increasing speeds, increasing times that they'll show up and try and get into the thingy, the ducks. So, once more. I'm guessing we're probably going to have to keep an eye on Pig Patch most of the time, but let's continue with the thing. Ned Bear. He climbs around in the overhead duct system, making his way towards the hoses that drop into your office. Use the heater to repel him or the audio lure to hold him in place. He is fooled 50% of the time by the audio lure. He is slightly faster than Pig Patch. Now this is interesting because Ned Bear, he's only 50% of the time fooled. So, on the one hand, you might be able to lure him out. Lure him with the audio cue, or you might not. Which actually brings an interesting thing because the audio cue might wake up the music man. So it's kind of a, do I want to heat the vents, which will probably have another effect in game, and not wake up the music man, or do I just want to do the audio cue and spam it and keep them out and deal with Music Man crashing his cymbals in my face? Alright, last but not least, we have Orville Elephant. He climbs around in the overhead duct system, making his way towards the hoses that drop into your office. Use the heater to repel him or the audio lure to hold him in place. He is fooled 10% of the time by the audio lure. He is slightly faster than Ned Bear. So, the fastest of the bunch is the elephant, and he is only fooled 10% of the time. For some reason, I just have an image of him stuck in the hose, and there's a chance he won't come out of the hose to jump scare you because he is stuck. And he's got to wait for somebody else to get into the hoses to hit him down and get him out of the hose so he can scare you. So, the running theme for these guys is the hoses, so the two W.H.O.O.P tubes that come in through the office, going through the overhead duct system, and audio lures, and the heater. So you can either use the heater, which probably has an effect, probably related to Springtrap, or some of the other Five Nights at Freddy's 3 characters, and risk getting killed that way, or you have the risk of dealing with the audio lures, which will probably definitely trigger the music man that sits behind you, which ends up in a game over. Either way, I think Scott's making sure it's extremely difficult for Daco to make it. And, good luck, Daco. It's going to be a little difficult. Anyways, I'd love to hear what your guys' thoughts are on this. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!